Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Rose of There Goes Rose, and today we're filming my February TBR. So I'm a little bit late with this one, but if you're new here, I choose the books I'm going to read every month by playing my spin a wheel TBR game. This is the wheel, but before we start the game, I thought I'd share some books I'm really hoping I can fit on the TBR. The first one is The Passengers on the Haiku line. It's quite a short book, but I've heard really good things about this. It's a little bit like autumnal, but I'm just in the mood for it. I'm really enjoying translated fiction at the moment, so I'd quite like to get to this book. If I get this book on my TBR, I'll then tell you what it's about. The other book I'd quite like to get on my TBR. So I'm on my hands and knees. I'm sitting on my knees today. You can probably just hear the washing machine. So normally I film in downstairs room, but the washing machine's on and it's super loud, so I'm in my office today. Another book I want to get on my TBR is The Good Girl. This is from my Rare Bird book subscription, and this is by Aria Aber, so hopefully this can fit on the TBR. Another book I'd like to get on is Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McGonaghy. Hearing great things about this. My friend from school, Tim, he's just recently read it and said it's really good, so I'd love to get this on the TBR as well. Finally, the last book I'd like to get on my TBR is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This is second chance romance, which is one of my favourite tropes in books. And with February being the month of love, it'd be great if I could fit a romantic story on the TBR. So they're the four I'm hoping to get on the TBR. Will it happen? Let's spin the wheel and find out. First things first, I need to put a new prompt on green. So I choose my prompts out of this jar. So let's find out what's going on the spinner wheel. Okay, not a bad prompt for February. It's romanticy. So I'll write this on and then we'll start playing the TBR game. So in January, I actually managed to read 6 books. I never do that. I normally read 4 to 5. So I'm going to spin the wheel 5 times. So we'll be reading 5 books in February. So without further ado, let's spin the wheel for the first time, my favourite bit. We have got Instagram choosers, so I will put a poll on Instagram, and I guess I'll pop back on maybe in a few hours to tell you which one. So I'm going to pick 2 books from my TBR. I'm going to put these 2 on the Instagram poll and see which one wins. So I'll be definitely reading one of these 2. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Rose Reads Prose, and I'll leave that in the description below this video. So I'll tell you what they're about. So Good Girl is about a girl born in Germany to Afghan parents. Neela has spent her adolescence disappointing her family while searching for her voice. Now in Berlin's techno-filled warehouses, their walls are still scarred by the ravages of the last century, she has found her tribe. A little bit of the blurb there, not all of it, just a little bit. And The Passengers on the Haiku line. The contents of each traveller's heart are a mystery known only to themselves. Trundling through the scenic countryside of Kyoto and Osaka is the Haiku line, a burgundy electric train that has been carrying commuters to their destinations for decades. Over the course of a single journey in springtime and a return journey 6 months later, just as the leaves begin to fall, a young man meets the woman who happens to borrow the last copy of the library book he was about to take out. An angry wedding guest dresses in a white gown to upstage the bride. A university student leaves home for the first time. A 20-something finally summons the courage to walk away from an abusive partner. A widow learns to be independent as she and her granddaughter meet their new dog. So we're following lots of different stories on the train line. So I'll pop an image here now of which book won, and that's the book I'll be reading for February. Okay, so that's good that one of those is going on. Does mean though that I can't pick the other one because I don't know which is going to win at this point. But we'll change the prompt. So for prompt going on the wheel is poetry. I'll just change the prompt out now. Okay, spin number 2 for prompt number 2. Oh no. Oh no. We've got over 400 pages. I don't think either of my books, I mean I'm gonna look, but I know they don't. So this one is 322 and this one is definitely even smaller maybe. 300. So I'm going to go look at my shelves and find a book with over 400 pages and see what we find. For a book over 400 pages, I have gone Her Majesty's Royal Coven. For God's sake, I can't speak today. Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. I've had this on my TBR for a little while, so it'll be good to get to it. I haven't read a witchy book in a while. I know it's about witches and a coven, but that's all I can remember, so let's read the blurb together. Hidden among us is a secret coven of witches. Known as Her Majesty's Royal Coven, they protect crown and country from magical forces and otherworldly evil. But their greatest enemy will come from within. There are whisperings of a prophecy that will bring the coven to its knees, and 4 best friends are about to be caught at the centre. Will Helena, Neve, Leonie and Ella be able to stop the prophecy before it's too late, or will the differences that have seen them grow apart since childhood be too great to overcome? This is the second book going on my February TBR. It's very pink, apt for February. Okay, so we need to swap the prompt out. I'm really bad at sitting on my knees. I have like the worst knees in the world. They click like all the time. So I keep moving. So next time, I need to try not to film when the washing machine's on. So prompt number, no, this isn't a prompt. This is just what's going on the wheel. We've got, don't love this one, Second Chance. So this is a book that I've previously DNF'd but still kept. It might have just been like good book, wrong time, type vibe. I'll change out the prompt. Okay, spin number 3 for prompt number 3. Knock the wheel over. Match the mug. Okay, so it's the mug that I'm using. I have to try and find a book to match it. The book I've just chosen would have been perfect because I'm using my pink mug today. Let me go grab the mug because it's in another room. It's still got some cold tea inside it. And I'll bring some book options as well, so I'll see you in a second. Oh, the sun's just starting to move across my window. So we get a bit of reflection. Hopefully you can still read those. This is the mug. I love this mug, it's my favourite. It's, I got it from a market recently, the Garage Market in Chilwell. I've got a couple of these mugs now. I brought 2 book options. I kind of know which one's going to win, but I'm going to show you where my brain was going. So I needed pink and white. So I've got Frankenstein. Very similar. So this is a feminist retelling of Frankenstein by Jeanette Winterson. The other option, which I think just wins because of the block colour, it's almost identical, is The Lost Garden. And so if you flipped it, if you flipped it, it'd be perfect. So this is the book we're gonna read. So we're going for The Lost Garden by Adam S. Leslie. This was a gift for Christmas. It's nice that I can put this on the TBR. It's a book that I've been wanting to pick up. It is another chunky book though, another over 400 pages book. So far this month is shaping up to be a bit of a chunky a chunky reading month. But this cover gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit because it reminds me of a film, a horror film, which is one of the scariest things I've ever watched. What's the name of the film? I'll pop it here. This gives me those vibes. So I'm a bit nervous, but I don't think this is a horror. It's not scary like that. I don't think. We'll find out. Heather, Rachel and Antonia are going to Almanby. Almanby. Heather needs to find her boyfriend, who, like so many, went and never came back. Rachel has a mysterious package to deliver, and her life depends on it. And Antonia, poor love-struck Antonia, just wants the chance to spend the day with Heather. So off they set through the idyllic yet perilous English countryside, in which nature thrives in abundance and summer lasts forever. Just been running up and down the stairs and now I'm warm. I'm flushed. I'm getting old. And as they travel through ever-shifting geography and encounter strange voices in the fizz of shortwave radio, the harder it becomes to tell friend from foe. Okay, we're getting a bit spooky. Creepy, dreamlike, unsettling and unforgettable. You're about to join a privileged few who come to understand exactly why we don't go to Almanby. Ooh. I think this is going to be good. I do love a creepy book. I'm not good at horror films, but I can read them in books, and I think it's more thriller than horror. So very different to the books already on my TBR. So I'm excited to get to this in February. Also, another pinky book for the Valentine's month. Okay, 2 more spins to go. we're going to swap out the prompt for, it's my prompt jar, swap it out for, we got a yellow one, an excellent prompt, newest book. I recently spent my Christmas voucher and bought some books, and one of the ones I want to get on my TBR is a newest book, so that'll be good if that comes up. I'll switch the prompt out and then we'll do a spin. Okay, spin number 4 for book number 4. Nature on the cover. Does the sea class as nature? I think so. We're putting it on the TBR. We're going to be reading Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McGonaghy. I'm so excited to get to this. I wanted to read it last year, didn't quite manage to pick it up, so I'm happy to get it in the start of this year. So Dominic Salt, and I think I remember what this is about. Someone washes up on the seaside, on the shore, and that body washing up, I think. So they might be alive, we'll find out. But it causes lots of drama and lots of secrets come out in this small seaside village, I believe. It sounds creepy and I like it. And a bit dramatic. Dominic Salt and his 3 children are caretakers of Sheerwater, a tiny weather-lashed island that is home to the world's largest seed bank. As Sheerwater risks being lost to rising sea levels, the island's researchers have fled and only the salts remain. Until, during the worst storm in living memory, a stranger washes ashore. The family nurse the woman, so she's alive, Rowan, back to strength, but it seems she isn't telling the whole truth about why she's there. Ooh. I'm not going to read anymore, I don't want to spoil it. I'm just so excited to get to this. So this is the 4th book going on my TBR. Okay, we'll swap the prompt out and do the last spin. The next one, to make it onto the TBR jar, onto the wheel even, is food on the cover. You know this by now, I love books about nature and I love books about food. So 2 very good prompts to make it on the wheel. Okay, the final spin for the final book prompt, spin number 5. This didn't come up last time, but it comes up nearly every time. It's Gwen chooses. So I'm going to lie 3 books on the floor, put a treat on each one, and the one which Gwen chooses is the book we're going to read. And I'm going to film this bit on my phone just so I don't have to keep swapping everything around because my camera's all nicely set up. So let's go see what Gwen chooses. I'm definitely going to be putting this on the floor, so hopefully she chooses this one, but I'll go and pick 2 others off my shelf. Okay, we've got 3 books. We've got Ketchup Clouds, which is one of the oldest books on my TBR, and it's about a lady that writes letters to someone on death row. We've got OK Days, which I think is a young adult romance, and then we've got 7 Days in June, which is a second chance romance, which I really want to get on my TBR. My dog's ready on the sofa. So Gwen, come on in. Come get a treat. Which one are we going to read? Are you coming? Oh, so close to 7 Days in June, but I'm not mad about it. Thanks, Gwen. Thank you. So Gwen chose the 5th and final book going on my TBR. I wanted to say the word guitar then. It's OK Days by Jenny Mustard. I've had this on my shelves for a couple of years now, so it's good I can get to it. I was really drawn in by the cover of this one. I really like it. So this one is about Sam, who's 28, Swedish, carefree and chaotic. Doing a work placement in London over the course of 3 sticky summer months, she falls hard for Lucas, a man she first met as a teenager. I forgot this is a romance, which is quite good because I could have done with getting a romance on the TBR. Lucas, 27, sensitive and calm, is trying to get a foothold in the adult world while struggling to hold the pieces of life together. Sam is a gorgeous distraction. I'm going to leave it there. It's clearly just a lovely romance, so it will be great to read around Valentine's Day. So on my TBR for February, we have got The Majesty's Royal Coven, Wild Dark Shore by Catherine McGonaghy, OK Days by Jenny Mustard, and Lost in the Garden by Adam S. Leslie, plus the book which I'll pop here, which you're choosing over on my Instagram. So I would have posted that poll, so I'll put that here. Trying to pick them all up to do the stack hold. Have you read any of these books? If so, let me know. I'd love to hear what you thought of them, or which you think I should get to first. Until the next time I see you, have a lovely February. Enjoy Valentine's Day. I've got a girly craft day today, so I've got the girls over and we're doing some Galentine's crafts. Whatever you're up to, I hope you have a lovely one, and I'll see you really soon.